Jokic, as great as he is and all the things he's doing, I think we're kind of taking it for granted. He's in that LeBron conversation. I'm sure Wendy will speak about the numbers that he's putting up. And he's just been doing it for half a decade now of being in an MVP conversation. His numbers are unbelievable. But because he does it so often and so easily, people are not appreciating or respecting it.
Nikola Jokic just dropped 55 points on 91% true shooting, ride that again 55 points, against a defense that was specifically designed to stop him from doing exactly what he normally does. Past the Clippers came into that game with a clear plan. Take away his vision, take away his playmaking.
Jokic, fall away. That's good too!
Force him to be a scorer. They executed it almost perfectly. He dropped 55 anyway. This is what Nikola Jokic has become in the 2025-26 NBA season. Not just the best player in the league. Not just the most efficient big man in history. He has entered a tier of basketball dominance that the sport genuinely has no blueprint for. And right now, nobody in the league has a real answer for him. To understand what Jokic is doing right now, let's start with that Clippers performance. Because it wasn't just impressive. According to advanced tracking data, it was the single most productive game of his entire career. Regular season or playoffs. Think about what that means. 3 MVPs, 7 straight All-NBA selections, countless historic performances over nearly a decade. And somehow, in the middle of a back-to-back road stretch, this was the best he has ever played. The Clippers' game plan actually made sense on paper. Throughout Jokic's career, Denver has been dramatically more successful when he racks up assists than when he piles up points. If you could take away the passing, the thinking went, you could neutralize the team. And Clippers head coach Ty Lue explained the strategy himself. That single performance was the peak, but the context around it makes everything even more staggering. In the 6-game winning streak leading into that Clippers game, Jokic had averaged 35.8 points, 12 rebounds, and 11 assists while shooting 73.9% from the field and 55.6% from three. He became the first player in NBA history to average a 35-point triple-double on 60+% shooting across a 6-game stretch. And then the record books get genuinely absurd. In barely over a week, Jokic became the only player in league history to accomplish all 3 of the following in the same season. A 50-point game, a 30-point 15-rebound 15-assist game, and a 25-plus point game without attempting a single free throw. One player in NBA history. Ever his field goal percentage for the season 68.4% would be the highest ever recorded for any player averaging at least 10 shot attempts per game. That tops Wilt Chamberlain. His true shooting percentage is on pace to shatter the all-time record for qualifying players by a wide margin. He is simultaneously leading the league in both rebounding and assists per game. Something no player has ever done across a full NBA season. He is on pace to set all-time records in win shares per 48 minutes, box plus-minus and player efficiency rating. And the most remarkable part, he is doing all of this while his usage rate, his post-up frequency, and his time of possession are all down compared to previous seasons. The coaching staff deliberately reduced his workload to keep him fresh, and he became more efficient anyway. Nuggets head coach David Edelman addressed the approach directly. Everyone talks about the passing, the no-look dimes, the sidearm bounce passes, the cross-court lasers threading through 3 defenders. That gets the headlines. But the part of Jokic's game that actually breaks defensive logic might be his finishing touch. The floater is one of the hardest shots in basketball to master. When a defender forces a center into a floater, that is normally considered a defensive win. You walled off the easy basket. You're in position for the rebound. The shooter is outside his comfort zone. With Jokic, forcing him into a floater is a death sentence. High-arching floaters, running push shots off the wrong foot, samba shuffles with defenders draped all over him, little parachute shots from awkward angles, they all go in with the regularity of warm-up drills. He has turned the range between a layup and a mid-range jumper, the zone most big men desperately avoid, into his personal playground. And the same touch extends to everything around the rim. His hands look like magnets. Bad passes, loose balls, tipped rebounds, he absorbs them all cleanly. He almost never loses control of anything he gets his hands on. He has turned physical touch into a weapon. And it is one of the main reasons his shooting efficiency exists at a level the sport has never encountered before. Let's place everything in the broader context of NBA history. Jokic already has 3 MVPs, a championship, dozens of statistical records as a passer and scorer at the center position. He is firmly in the conversation of the greatest players in the history of the sport. And yet the version of Nikola Jokic playing right now may be the best version of him we have ever seen. A 55-point performance, the best game of his entire career, on the second night of a road back-to-back, against a defense built specifically to stop him, while the rest of his team was running on fumes. That kind of performance, at this stage of his career, against this level of preparation, speaks to something beyond normal basketball greatness. He is not chasing another MVP trophy. He is chasing perfect basketball, and on some nights this season, he is reaching it. Nikola Jokic has always been unique, but this version's sharper, smarter, more efficient, and somehow even harder to guard than ever before is something the league has genuinely never encountered. The question is no longer whether he is the best player in the world. That conversation is over. The real question is whether any team can find a solution before the playoffs arrive. Based on everything we have seen so far, that solution does not exist. So drop a comment. What's more terrifying to you, his passing or his touch? Like the vid, subscribe for more breakdowns like this, and check out the related videos on screen now.